Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? Oh my gosh, there's so many people on and so many comments already. This is awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here early. Um, so I'm going to do things a little bit different, and I have to pull up my notes. Because you guys are asking for updates for specific states, what I'm going to start doing every night is getting whichever state seems like people want the most updates for. What I'll do is either that night or the following day, I'll do some research on those states, and then I'll go live, obviously, on my channel the following day, and I'll give you any information that I find. So I'll probably do like 5 a day or whatever. So I have updates on Pennsylvania, Ohio, Illinois, Massachusetts, I think, Virginia. I think that might be it. I think there's one more. But anyway, um so yeah, hopefully that's cool with you guys. So in the chat, if you are in a state that you want to update on, I did see a couple in the chat for Missouri and Hawaii, so I'll do some research on them tonight. So what I'll do is go through a couple of the questions in the chat, and then I'll go through the updates with those states that I just mentioned. So hopefully that's cool with everybody. So this way, I'm not using too much time with the live going over states, and also it won't take me that much time to just look up like 5 states a day, because obviously I want to give you guys any information that I can find. Oh, and I'll also talk a little bit about Florida and Georgia. I don't think I mentioned them. Okay, so like I said, I'll do go through the chat a little bit, and then I'll go through the states, and then I'll go back to the chat. So, of course, if I don't answer your question in the chat, I do apologize. I try to go through the chat as fast as I can. And so, yeah, don't think that I'm doing it on purpose. There's only one of me, and I get close to, I think, like over 1,000 chat messages. So, but it's all good. Lizzie, hey, thank you for being first again. I think you were first yesterday too. Is everyone getting the 11 weeks? So, because they only gave me 4 for a total of 50. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with your claim. I did answer your comment the other day. Yeah, that is very odd. Yeah, everyone that was on PUC and PUA in the past should get the 11 full weeks. I think maybe because you filed for those weeks and yeah, I'm not sure. Definitely reach out to unemployment. Easier said than done, right? Also, do you get the $300 for the week of March 13th, which is Saturday? Then they pay you on a Tuesday. So yeah, you do get the $300 for the week that ends March 13th. So then when you go to file the following week, you would receive the $300 for the week of March 13th. I know. You know what? I counted it wrong too when when I first did it. I told my friend, I'm like, yeah, it's 10 weeks, and she's like, no, it's 11. Yeah, it definitely ends March 13th because I did double check this morning on that. Gertie, some people in Philly got the $300. Yay! Progress, right? Progress. Jerry, no, I don't have anything new on Kentucky, but I will definitely do some research tonight. So if you can, come back tomorrow. Because yeah, we'll definitely do that later on tonight or tomorrow. And that was for Jerry. Pirate King, I exhausted my unemployment benefits December 19th. 23rd, I switched over to PEUC. I have been filing every Sunday since December 26th with confirmation emails. Why no payments at all? And you are in Pennsylvania. That's a great question. You should be getting paid based on okay. So no, that's not what I was looking for. Sorry, I'm looking at information about Pennsylvania. In PA specifically, I thought that I had read, and I just want to double check because obviously when I read several states, I get confused after a while. Yeah, I mean, Pennsylvania's been really okay. So what you don't want to do is obviously file a duplicate new application. Yeah, I do believe that Pennsylvania did specify on the Facebook page last week, at the end of last week, that if you're already on PEUC, it should be carrying over. Um, yeah, I'm not sure about that because you did get paid at least once, right? And no confirmation emails. Yeah, you should definitely get the confirmation emails for PEUC. I think I stopped getting the confirmation emails when I went to extended benefits. Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought that they were paying all that, but let me see if I can look into that. Um, oh, some people were saying, yeah. Let me look into that. Obviously, if you can get in contact with someone, if you can't, I totally understand because they're a little backed up. But yeah, let me look into that. See if I'm seeing other people having that same trend. Because I thought that if people, and this is for a lot of states are like this, whereas if you already were on PEUC when it expired, then you should get payments. There should be no lapse in payments. However, if you were to exhaust PEUC and PUA prior to December 26th, then you could see a lapse in payments because they have to program their system. But I know that Pennsylvania put out a message on Facebook that they should start paying out PEUC if you were currently on it. So yeah, let me look into that. Tinky, I certified today. Well, I received my $300 boost from last week due to them only giving me 1 week of boost. Yes, you should. I would imagine as long as you got at least one so far, then I would hope that they would pay you the back pay for Illinois. Gordon, they say Ohio's being paid, but I have not, and I know others haven't. Payment history was taken off the website. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, it sounds like they're still possibly programming their systems. And Catherine in PA, nothing with PUA. Yeah, Pennsylvania PUA's messed up for a little bit. Juan says another day in paradise, right? Hopes PUA gets solved this week. Oh, you know what? Okay. I read of a date in Pennsylvania for PUA. I think. Shoot, maybe it's on my phone. Hold on. All right. So you know what? Let me go through. Sorry. I think I copied it on my phone and then I never put it on my notes. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through 5 or 6 updates on states, including Pennsylvania, because I do have a possible date on PUA and PA. And then I'll read through these very quickly. And these are only states that I felt have been asked for recently a lot. So if you're in one of the states that I don't mention, it's not that I don't love you. It's just I'm feeling like we're getting asked a lot. So first, Florida. Florida is very hard to get information about. They posted something January 18th, which was yesterday. The Connect system will be unavailable while the department works to continue efforts on implementing the CARES Act program, process payments, and send necessary correspondence to claimants, including tax documentation. If you have weeks left of PUA and PEUC, you should be able to certify. However, if you have exhausted your benefits for PUA and PEUC, you'll have to wait until they've updated their systems to certify. So that was Florida. Next on the list is Georgia. I don't know what's going on with Georgia, but now they're saying mid to late February if you have exhausted PEUC and PUA. So claimants should not file a new claim if they've exhausted benefits, but should continue to request weekly payments if you're able to, of course. And the Department of Labor in Georgia will update claimants on next steps as soon as guidance is received. So unfortunately, they're looking to, like I said, mid to late February for PEUC and PUA. Hopefully that is not, they're not trend setting for the other states, because that's just way too long. Illinois, as of January 8th, they were still working with the state and federal partners to implement the new federal COVID-19 relief package. So, but then January 5th, there was an update on PUA that if you are currently receiving PUA for the week ending January 2nd, you shouldn't see an interruption of coverage. It's only for the people that have exhausted PUA, they would see a lapse in payments. Next, so that was Illinois. Next, Massachusetts. Let's see. PUA claimants will receive their FPUC payments beginning Monday, January 11th. PEUC claimants will receive payment for week ending January 2nd. So it looks like Mass, according to what I have, should be getting paid, but then I think that there are a few of you that aren't getting paid. So I'm trying to get this information either from Twitter, Facebook, or the Department of Labor for that specific state, their website. Next is Michigan. So email should be sent to claimants soon. Michigan is saying hopefully by the end of the month. Let me just read this real quick. Claimants who did not exhaust the original 13 weeks of PUC or their original 39 weeks of PUA will be able to claim the balance of remaining weeks beginning the week ending January 2nd. Payments will include the additional $300, and they are still programming the new system changes regarding PUC and PUA. So again, same story, right? If you've exhausted PUA and PUC in Michigan, you're going to be, unfortunately, waiting a little bit. Jersey. Let's see. Okay. So it looks like hold on. I don't want to read you stuff that is kind of irrelevant. I should have trimmed this down a little bit. So if you're currently on PUA, PEUC, and extended benefits, you should not see any interruption in benefits and should continue to certify weekly. Anyone who's, okay, again, same thing. If you're on PUA, PEUC, that has been exhausted, then you will see a lapse in payments. Now, I'm getting this information from all these states that I'm reading from the Department of Labor website, Twitter, Facebook accounts, whatever. So if what I'm saying is incorrect, or I guess what I'm saying is I got this specifically from the website. If you feel that your claim is not matching what I'm saying, then definitely contact the unemployment customer service and figure out what's going on. Ohio. Oh, you know what? There's a great chart with Ohio. I'm actually going to do a separate video on Ohio. I'm not going to do a live for Ohio, but I'll do a separate, their own chart, or their own. I'm looking at a chart, so of course I say chart. I'm going to do their own video, because if you're in Ohio, I'm going to post in the chat this website, because it has a chart and it outlines all the dates, all the TBD dates, ETA dates, whatever. And what's ironically enough, I found this chart this morning and there are a lot of dates added. So go to the website I put in the chat. If you live in Ohio, and scroll down a little bit, and you'll see this ginormous chart, and it's pretty awesome. So I'm not going to bother reading that since I sent it to you guys in the chat. Pennsylvania, I think, is next. So they did post something today on Twitter. Pennsylvania did. that do not file a new claim for either PUA or PUC if you were already enrolled prior to December 26th. And of course, guidance will be coming out soon for each program. However, I did learn from someone, again, this is someone that was on Facebook, that talked to someone from PUA, customer service, and she said everyone will be fixed by January 24th. So that is Pennsylvania PUA. Everything should be fixed by January 24th. So hopefully that is true. And I forgot, let me add that. Let's see. Is that all I have? Oh, I think I'm also going to do a separate video for Virginia. I don't know why I was clapping my hands when I did that, but because they had a really great, I think it was Virginia. See, now I'm confusing myself. Okay, but I do have an update for Virginia. I think I did want to do an update. Anyway, PUC, PUA programs are in the process of being reinstated. So it says if you did not exhaust your 13 weeks of PUC, you should be able to claim additional weeks. However, okay, so target implementation is January 8th. If you did not exhaust your 39 weeks of PUA, you should be able to claim right now. However, if you've exhausted PUC and PUA in Virginia, the target implementation date is January 28th. And maybe it was Georgia I was going to do a specific video on. Sorry, guys. This is what happened. Yeah, it was Georgia. This is what happens when I'm doing this stuff before I go to work in the mornings. Okay, so in the chat, I put a website. Again, it's from Georgia Department of Labor. So if you live in Georgia, grab that website because, again, I'm not going to read it because it's an entire page long, but if you guys want to, no matter if you're in Georgia or not, take a quick peek of the information that's on there because it outlines to the T of every single program, and it's worthy of having its own separate video, if you ask me. Because it's nice because they're keeping everyone informed, which I think is great. So again, I would do research on Michigan, Hawaii, Kentucky, Pennsylvania PEUC, and a couple other states that you guys put in the chat. So I will report back tomorrow night, and those are the only updates I'm going to touch on, except for obviously your questions. But those are the only state-specific updates I'm going to mention in the video. Hopefully that was okay. Ben Scott, what's going on with PUA unemployment? I can't file my biweekly claim. My last day was December 26th. I established all the money I was given. Regular unemployment. Will they give me my back days? Yeah. So if you're on, yeah, there was a glitch. Well, that was with extended benefits. I didn't think it was with regular unemployment too. But yeah, regardless. So yeah, I'll do more research in Pennsylvania, but regarding the regular unemployment too. I thought that they had all that fixed. But yeah, even though you didn't get paid for weeks in the past, as long as you're approved for those weeks, you will definitely get paid. And that goes for everyone. Even though there are a majority of us still waiting to get paid, rest assured we eventually will, which is good, right? But it's still annoying. Barbie, I'm from New Jersey, and they said my claim is not payable at this time, saying I owe them money. I think the last claim I did messed things up. I'm on PUA. So, and when you try to call them, you get hung up on. Oh gosh. Yeah, isn't that awful? It's not payable, saying that you owe them money. Okay. Did you file for a new PUA claim? I'm wondering. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that. Obviously, the best thing to do would be to contact regular unemployment instead of me possibly guessing on what's going on. But yeah, I would hate for you to have an overpayment because that would just be awful. So yeah, if you can, just keep trying to get in contact with them because I know that that's impossible. Oscar was placed on PUA after having the max benefits paid, was able to certify for 4 weeks, and it's stuck in pending. Called, and now they tell me they sent me a form on December 20th. Oh, did they mail you a form? And maybe it's lost in the mail? Because for those of you that haven't gotten your stimulus check, or maybe you're waiting for something from unemployment, the United States Postal Service is backed up beyond belief, or they're just like, it's taking weeks for people to get stuff. Um, Stuck on a pending, Oscar, do me a favor. Since you're in California, Jenny Silver and Shelly's Millions specifically do videos regarding California. And in fact, Jenny did a video that I watched yesterday, and it was regarding, I forget if it was pending status or some other status. Because I'll be honest with you, Oscar, I don't even want to touch California stuff because you guys do have so much going on. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Do me a favor and visit those two YouTube channels because they might be able to give you more insight of what's going on. Val, how are you? I know a ton of people are on. Ah, no, I love it though. Again, I still remember when I first started doing these lives, I would have like 5 people on and I'd be talking to myself. So this is good. And I'm sorry I haven't received anything in New Jersey. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. Cy SA says Michigan, yep, on the list. Oh, okay. Mark, in Wisconsin, PUA, it said they have to update PUA because my payment is being held up. Yeah, which again is pretty common with most states, unfortunately. We just have to sit back and wait, which I know I say this every time I'm on a live, but it is imperative that they pass the next bill at least 4 to 6 weeks prior to the March 13th date, so we don't have to go through all this nonsense again. Keith says, if your account was closed, do you still get a paper check for your stimulus, or do you have to file your 2020 taxes? So if your bank account was closed, from what I've heard, you should receive a paper check in the mail. Something that you can do, and I'll go through this very quickly, is create an account with the irs.gov website. And after you create an account, you want to go to, you'll see a bunch of tabs at the top. Click on tax record. Then you want to click on a button that says get transcripts. Then you will come to a page where you'll see a little header that says account transcript. You want to click on the hyperlink that says 2020, and you'll be able to see if you got a stimulus check, the amount of the stimulus check. And I can't remember if it tells you, I'm sure it will tell you how it is being paid to you. So if you can get a chance to do that, definitely do that. Peace. I don't have a smartphone, so I can't upload documents or do the virtual assistants with ID Me. What about people that don't own a smartphone? What can we do? Don't want to go out into a COVID world. Yeah, seriously. Are you able to, do you have a laptop? Maybe you can upload documents to a PC. If not, then maybe go to a library, which obviously is probably the worst place. Well, maybe not the worst, but obviously you don't want to go out. I understand that. You do, if you were previously on PUA, you do have 90 days to upload any documentation, or that's the income documentation. I I was doing some research on PUA regarding the identity proof part of it, and I'd have to look back at my notes, but I I uh I want to say that you might need to uh okay, you need to self-identify by January 26th of 2021. Oh, so that's like in a week. Um so maybe you can go to a friend's house, or maybe, and again, I know you don't want to go out, but obviously you might have to if you want to keep getting paid, or maybe use someone else's smartphone. I guess it's probably not the smartest thing to log into your account using someone else's phone. Um, oh, you know what? Maybe I was going to say maybe you could do something in the mail, but it certainly wouldn't get there by then. So yeah, you're gonna have to find a computer maybe somewhere. Latoya, hi. When will people in Illinois get the exhausted PUC get paid? They let me certify, so that's a good sign. Yeah, slowly but surely, right? We're slowly making progress. So what did I say about Illinois? Um, yeah, I'm not. Okay. So the last, as of the 8th. So yeah, it looks like that they're probably just still updating their system. So don't have an ETA right now for Illinois, one, or at least one that I could find, unfortunately. Jason got 1 week of FPUC for $270 in Kentucky. What's going on? I thought they were supposed to get the weeks that they missed. Yeah, maybe they. I was hopeful that they would. Not quite sure. Oh, you know what? Let me see. What's the FPUC tracker say? Okay, well, at least in the tracker, it says there's actually no ETA date in Kentucky. So I guess at least you got 1 week. I guess that's good. Um, again, it's so crazy that they're not keeping people updated with all this stuff. So I'm not sure. I was hoping that you would get those back weeks, but it's very weird that they would pay you for the most recent week, but then not the back weeks. Obviously, they're still doing some programming. Um, I don't know what else to say beyond that. If you can reach out to them, but I'm sure there's hundreds of other people doing the same thing. In the chat, if you guys are interested, I just put a website of the FPUC, the extra $300 a week, when your state will implement this. So if you're interested in that, I put it in the chat. Bill, Pennsylvania been filing the last 25 weeks with no problem. The last 2 weeks saying in progress. Yes, Bill, that happened to me too. Everything's going along, you're getting paid, everything's good to go, and all of a sudden it stops. So one of the reasons why it could be is every quarter, and this goes for everyone, no matter what state you are in. If you find that you're getting paid and all of a sudden it stops for no reason, every quarter, unemployment has to re-review your claim to make sure that you are indeed on the program that you're supposed to be on. Sounds weird, I know, but they do your income calculation again because you could qualify for another program. So I think typically in the past, like pre-pandemic, typically they would have the time to review your claim. And if there are no issues, they would keep paying you. Or if there were issues, they would reach out to you. Obviously, with so many people on unemployment, I guess they don't have the manpower to do this. The best thing to do, and the way that I got fixed, unfortunately, I hate saying this, but you'll have to get in touch with unemployment in Pennsylvania and have them take a look at your claim. So for me, it took them a couple minutes just to review my claim. They're like, okay, you're good to go. Everything's good. They released the payments. I got paid 2 weeks later. So that sounds like what you might have to do, unfortunately. At least you're getting something. Pennsylvania has yet to do anything with PUA, and I haven't got my $600 check. Yeah, there no end in sight, I feel like. Um, and Jason, your stepdaughter hasn't gotten the $600. Yeah, definitely check out the irs.gov instructions, and she'll be able to check all that. Yeah, and Tot Chuck. Uh, sorry, I'll just call you Tot for short. Um, yeah, you should receive a paper check if your bank account was closed, but definitely go to the irs.gov and create an account. You'll be able to track it specifically. IRS said they send a paper check after the bank refuses it. Yep. So yeah, Samantha, unfortunately, don't have an ETA on Pennsylvania PUA at this moment. Marie says, been waiting a month now on PUA unemployment and haven't gotten anything since December 18th. Yep, that seems to be a trend, unfortunately. And you still had money left over. Yeah, Samantha, I'm not sure. Oh, you are in Pennsylvania. Yeah, they're still programming the PUA portal. So unfortunately, we just have to sit and wait. Isabel, New Jersey, they're paying and implementing the $300. Cool. And it could also depend on the program that you're on, and that's not just for New Jersey, it could be for any state. Because like regular unemployment, because regular unemployment is already implemented, then they could, in fact, maybe pay the extra $300 for regular unemployment, but then not pay for the other program. So it's very confusing. There's really a lot going on. Moses, I got paid for the week ending on January 2nd, but not the one ending January 9th. I am in normal unemployment, but on the extension, I still have funds from 2020. It's a waiting time period because it's a new year. So, yeah, your situation could be the same as what I just mentioned, meaning because it's a new quarter, unemployment has to review your claim again. They'll kind of put your claim on hold, so to speak. So if you can, definitely get in touch with unemployment and have them possibly release those funds. Oh, Bill, you've 6,000. You haven't been paid in 3 weeks. Isn't that unbelievable? Yeah, Marie, you're in Ohio. I did an update regarding Ohio a little bit ago, but Ohio, they're supposedly switching systems. They're putting people from an old system into a new system, so that's obviously taking time too. Samantha, right? Should we go back on regular unemployment if we have money left over? Because this is getting ridiculous. Yeah, totally. It is getting ridiculous. Jason says, I was on PUC and had 1 week left. Then it automatically ended the extended weeks to my account. Awesome. Yeah, that's the way it should be. Silver Shark, when will Missouri start getting unemployment? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do research on Missouri tonight, and I'll get back to you tomorrow night during my live. Egyptian Young, PA unemployment, PUA, and PUC should see something happening this week. Yeah, I said I read on Facebook that someone spoke to someone on or at PUA unemployment, and they said January 24th. So, which is Sunday, I think. So hopefully, and that's just not for Pennsylvania, but hopefully for a majority of us, we'll be able to see something, at least maybe get a little bit closer. Karen, this is what I get when I try to do my claim. You currently don't have an unemployment insurance claim on file. Yeah, that seems to be a common thing with PUA. Don't worry about it. They're still in the middle of programming. We're going to see some wacky things until they're done programming everything. But you should be able to see your claim again. It's not like it's erased. They have a whole database of all of our information. So it's just we just can't physically see it. So don't worry about it. They have a backup of it, and you'll eventually be able to see it. And if you don't see it when we know that PUA has been fixed or whatever program you're on, then obviously you'd want to raise some flags and get in contact with unemployment. Jojo, I'm actually going to do some research on Hawaii tonight, and I'll get back to you tomorrow night. Addison, you want to know about Missouri because they receive guidance last Friday and payments should start this week, but nothing besides that. Yeah, I'll definitely do some research tonight and see what I can find. And sorry, my chat just kind of froze there for a second. So let me see where I was. So we'll go for another half hour or so. And it looks like I skipped so when there's too many chats for me to look at, it kind of skips, and I think it skipped a lot of your comments. So if I skipped it, I apologize. It's something that's weird with the chat. So Timothy, you want me to do some research on Iowa? I will definitely do that as well. Michael, help. I just got that all my payments now are unqualified, but my owed available week went up. So Michael, I'm curious, what program are you on? I know that in Pennsylvania specifically, that seems to be does it say unqualified? See, now I'm getting my states confused. I think it does. Oh, Pennsylvania says disqualified. Are you in California by any chance? Or are you in Pennsylvania? Yeah, again, I wouldn't worry too much unless you know for a fact that your state is paying out. Again, they're still in the middle of programming all this stuff. So we're going to see some weird stuff. But if you know that your state is paying and your account doesn't look right, then you'll have to reach out to unemployment. All right. So Darius, I will definitely do some research on North Carolina as well. Kenny in Kentucky, you've been on unemployment since March. I don't know. I didn't have to file another claim, but pandemic filed. Yeah, you shouldn't have to file a brand new claim. The only time that you would want to file a brand new regular unemployment claim is when your claim that you are currently on expires. So when you file for unemployment, that claim is good for a year. Now, even if you have weeks left over in a particular program, the process is after that year, you should file for regular unemployment again, and then unemployment will determine what program makes sense for you. Robert, what does it mean when it says overpayment? So what it means is they think that they gave you too much money. So the best thing that you want to do is get in contact with the unemployment office and see what that's all about, because that's really strange. Yeah, Jessica, California. So there's a lot going on in California. I would rather, if you are currently in California, because there is so much going on, I would rather refer you guys to two YouTubers. Jenny Silver is one, and Shelly's Millions is another. They both do California specific, and they literally go into like the little messages and stuff like that that you might see. So definitely go check out those two channels if you're in California, because I wouldn't be able to do it justice. I did give an update on Ohio earlier in the live stream if you want to go back. Roy, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Rose says, California here, waiting, and I've been verified with my ID. They send me a button that says reopen open claim. This is ridiculous. Yes. Um, Jenny Silver has a video about the reopen claim. So apparently you click it once and then the next day it might appear. Apparently you're not supposed to click it again or something. So yeah, definitely check out Jenny Silver's YouTube video on reopen claim, and she, like I said, she does a video about that. So definitely go check that out, Rose. Okay. Miss D, Kansas. Yes. And again, I will try to get through most of these states that you guys suggest. Iowa, yes. I think Iowa, yes. I do have Iowa on my list, Mr. Untouchable. And Darius, I do have North Carolina. And Frankie says Ohio will all be caught up by the 26th. Let's hope. That would be awesome. Kansas. Oh, yeah. I just wrote Kansas down. Iowa, yes. Iowa. You got your Fade. You got your PUA in California. Yay. Progress, right? Okay. So, sorry, I'm just going through these. Manuel, they told me to apply on January 10th. And I did. From that day, it's still saying processing. Then I applied for my weekly again this Sunday. And now it means disqualified. What does that mean? Manuel, what program are you on? Did you specify? I know that a lot of PUA claims in Pennsylvania are saying disqualified, and it's only because they are, still updating their system. And I should probably know what state you're in because I'm sure you told me, but I can't remember. But if you are in Pennsylvania on PUA, a lot of people's claims are saying disqualified. Billy, I'm going to do Missouri. I will do an update tomorrow night. And Richard, I will also do Michigan and see what I can find out. Virginia, I did do an update earlier in the stream if you want to go back. Nance, thank you for your time and coming on here to help so many frustrated people. Oh, thank you. I know I'm there with you guys. We haven't gotten paid since Halloween. But what can you do? Eric, Illinois, I did earlier in the stream an update. John, if you were in Pennsylvania, PUA, they're saying that PUA and PEUC, or is it just PUA, should be fixed by January 24th. So that's what happens on January 24th. Erica, you know what, Erica? New York is confusing me because I thought that they were paying out, and apparently they're not. I think I did quickly look at New York, and I couldn't find anything. All that I can find is that, and let me just double check. All that I found was I thought that everything was good to go in New York. I thought that Governor Cuomo kind of made it clear that he didn't want anyone, lapsing in their unemployment. So yeah, I'm at a loss with New York, to be honest with you. I'll see what I can find, but Quiet Storm, PA doesn't get that 1099 form. So Quiet Storm, I'm not understanding what you're saying, actually. If you're on PUA in the state of Pennsylvania, if you have a 1099 from previous earnings, you would definitely want to upload that. I don't know if that's what you're referring to or not. John says hi. Hi. Bill says, did everyone get cut off in all states like they cut us off in North Carolina. Bill, yeah, a lot of states are having a lapse of payment, unfortunately. Eric says, Illinois, my claim says exhausted. What do I do? Um, which program are you on? Um, yeah, they're still in the process of updating their system for PUA and PUC. So if you're on one of those programs, that's probably why it says exhausted because they haven't updated it. Michael, EDD California paid and qualified 2 times, and now 5 minutes ago, I get that my total owed to receive went up and to claim more weeks on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, California is driving me crazy, and I don't even live there. Yeah, again, Michael, I thought that they were gonna fix people in, like, a 2-week period, but doesn't sound like that's the case. Definitely go to Shelly's Millions or Jenny Silver's YouTube channel. I know Shelly does live streams just like I do, where you can ask questions on Sundays. I think Jenny's starting to do them. But yeah, definitely if you live in California, have any questions, definitely go to their channel. And Kevin, oh, it looks like Kevin's getting the same issue as you, Michael, because right under you, he's also saying, I got new crazy info an hour ago in California, EDD. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait. Oh, that's weird, Kevin. So you worked in California, but you're living in Florida, but they want you to file. Oh boy. Oh, that's the whole nother. Oh, that's a whole nother can of worms, right? um, all right, let's see here. So yeah, Kansas, I'll do research on. Missouri. Sorry, I was just going through some yeah. Nance says my taxes got jacked up and no stimulus. God. If as if things couldn't get any worse, right? At least that would at least helped a little bit, right? Jojo, yeah, Hawaii is on my list. I will do some research on that. Erica, 2018 taxes done, but not yet 2019. Will I still get a stimulus? I don't know. What you can do, I think at one point I did know the answer. I'm not. It depends if you just didn't do them or if you're a non-filer. So there's a couple different scenarios, Erica. If you want to maybe track your stimulus check, what you could do is log into the irs.gov website and click on tax record. Then you want to click on get transcript. Then you'll see a header that says account transcript with the link 2020. You want to click on the link that says 2020, and it'll give you a summary of if you are indeed expected to receive a stimulus check. And if I read that too fast, then definitely, rewind the stream a little bit. Robert says, I owe them money. I'm from Pennsylvania PUA. It's stating I owe them money, and then it's coming up as unqualified or something. Yeah, hopefully, maybe you guys are seeing that because, again, they still haven't finished updating the system. So, again, hopefully, we're just going to see some wacky things until they update it. So, hopefully, the whole back pay isn't a thing because that would just be scary. Charles, how are you from Georgia? Shannon, when I try to file a weekly claim, It says, "Currently, you do not have an unemployment insurance claim filed on the system. Click below." And yeah, do not file anything new. Unfortunately, we just have to sit and wait for the programmers to update the system, and then hopefully soon the state will then let us know when it's okay for us to file. But yeah, definitely do not create a brand new claim or anything like that. Manuel, they told me to apply. Oh, that's right. I already read that. Yeah, Michael, definitely go to Shelly's Millions or Ginny Silver's, because yeah, I understand it's impossible to get through to the ADD. The EDD in California. Darnell, Kim's Millions. How are you? Darnell from Georgia. Uh, Zoria, Michigan regular UI unemployment. Will they get the 11 weeks added? So what happens is you will stay on regular unemployment until that's exhausted. Then you would be moved on to PEUC for 11 weeks or until March 30th, March 13th, whichever comes first. Then you would move on to, I can't remember if Michigan has extended benefits or not. So yeah, for now, you will eventually move on to PEUC once your regular unemployment has been extended. Let's see. Mark, what about Wisconsin? So yeah, I'll do some research on Wisconsin too. Eric, your claim says exhausted. Yeah, if they're still programming the system, we just have to wait. So I would expect we're all going to see some weird things. And I'm laughing because I just saw what Justina wrote. Brandon, yeah, I've certified for PUA, all weeks available, but yeah, your balance is still 0. Yeah, we have to wait for the state to update their systems, unfortunately. Anthony, will Colorado PUA and PEUC start this weekend? We've had no updates since. Yeah, I don't think I checked Colorado. I can do a little research on Colorado, see what I can find out for you tomorrow. Update on Georgia. I think I think I gave an update on Georgia. Yeah. If you live in Georgia, and I'm going to do a separate video for Georgia. But if you're in Georgia, you can go to this website that I just put in the chat. That'll give you the latest and greatest. But there's too much to read on the live stream. I'd be putting people to sleep. So I did do an update on Ohio earlier in the live stream. And I'll go for a couple more minutes, and then we will call it a night. Washington State was January 15th. Haven't heard a word. They just said keep filing. Yeah, it's like it's not that hard to notify us of what's going on. If everyone could do what Georgia did and give us this sort of timeline, it would eliminate tens of thousands of phone calls to the unemployment office. Latrice, Alabama. So yeah, I will try to get to all of these. If not, I will get to most of them, and then the ones I can't get to, I'll get to the following day. Arkansas, I can do research on that as well. Yeah, I'll try to limit to like five a day. I think that's pretty doable. Vera, definitely go to the website that I just put in the chat for Georgia. Robert, received 2 weeks of $300 in New Jersey, but nothing with my PUA. That's so weird. But you're just see that seems backwards to me, right? That you would get the $300 before your state benefits. But what do I know? What do I know? Uh, C4D. I'm on PUC, still I had $2,000 left. Haven't received any payments. It says a payment for 116. Will I get the other weeks? I'm in PUA. So yeah, apparently, if you were on, or if you had weeks left over in PUC in the state of Pennsylvania, you should be able to keep filing, and everything should be good to go. However, yeah, you should. I would expect that you would see those payments based on the updates that they have been sending out. And considering you haven't exhausted PEUC, I would imagine that you would see everything. If not, you'll have to reach out to regular, the unemployment office. Oh, Eugene, thank you. Yeah, hopefully it's not too annoying. Gives you guys something to look at. Hi, Juan. How are you? Thank you for being here. Joseph, Arkansas. I will either touch on Arkansas, if not tomorrow night stream, then the following night stream. But yeah, I will definitely do some updates on that. Paradise Beach, how are you? Thank you for being here as always. Hi, Amy. Thank you for joining us tonight. Let's see. Alexander, what's going on Pennsylvania with unemployment extension? Still waiting on week 3. So I thought that they did fix extended benefits in Pennsylvania. What could be happening is if you, and again, this could apply to any state. Every quarter, they have to re-review your claim. So if you find that you are filing, sorry, I'm talking a lot today, and you're not getting paid and it's stuck in an in-progress status, you'll have to reach out to the unemployment office, because what they have to do quickly is review your claim, make sure you're still on the right program. And as soon as they can validate that, yes, you are on the right program, then they'll be able to release the funds to you. So that might be your situation, Alexander. Oh, Nance, thank you. Be sure to like and subscribe to get notified when she goes live. Yes. And I always forget to say that. So yeah, if you're currently getting value from this live stream, if you can please like the stream, that would be awesome. Oh, I'm starting to lose my voice. Chris says, I'm in Minnesota. And I requested Sunday, still no payment. Is that because of Martin Luther King? Yeah, I totally forgot. Yeah, don't forget that the holiday on Monday, obviously banks were closed, unemployment was closed. So yeah, you could see a delay. So Peggy, can you apply for PEUC in Pennsylvania? PEUC, I'm curious of your scenario, because you don't need to apply for it if you previously were on PEUC and then it was you exhausted your benefits prior to December 26th. You should be placed back on it effective December 27th. Now, obviously, they're still programming the new PEUC extensions in the state of Pennsylvania, so you might have to wait, but you shouldn't need to reapply for any unemployment if you were currently on it before. Do I know when Oklahoma will be getting the $300? So Oklahoma. Wait, did I have it? Hold on. Do I have that information? I think I do know. Cause yeah, Oklahoma's not on that tracker with the information that I found. Oklahoma, I have a date of January 24th to receive the extra $300 FPUC balance, or FPUC payment. So yeah, I have January 24th for that. So I'll just go answer a couple more. Eddie, yeah, I will definitely get information on Kentucky for tomorrow night. Did I do? Yes, Society of Random. If in Virginia, if you had exhausted PUC before the CARES Act expired, the target implementation date is January 28th. However, if you did not exhaust all your PUC benefits in the state of Virginia, you shouldn't see a lapse. You should be getting paid. So if you if you didn't exhaust PUC, then you want to reach out to them. But if you did exhaust, oh my gosh, sorry guys. Sometimes I get to the point that I start talking and don't make any sense. So if you did exhaust PEUC, your expected date is January 28th. However, if you still have weeks left and you're not getting paid, you'll definitely want to reach out to unemployment and figure out why. Sorry, guys. All right. So I am going to call it a night. I do apologize if I didn't get to your question. I do go live Monday through Friday, 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if I didn't get to your question, I do apologize. I try to go through these as fast as I can. And for those of you that are kind enough to be answering other people, you guys are awesome. And thank you for helping me out. So with that, I will end the stream and I will see you all tomorrow night.